Cast members of American Chopper and where they are now. 1. Paul Teutuls Sr. Paul Teutuls Sr. was a key cast member and the founder of Orange County Choppers. Aside from the amazing motorcycles the shop constructed, the show's enormous success among viewers was a result to his acrimonious disagreements with his son Paul Jr. Paul carried on managing the business following the cancellation of the Orange County Choppers. Thomas Derbyshire, a business partner, sued Paul Sr. in 2017 on the grounds that he had utilized the money Thomas had contributed to the store for his own benefit. In 2018, Paul Sr. declared bankruptcy following the premiere of the American Choppers revival. After relocating to Florida, he declared Orange County Choppers, which had been headquartered in New York State from the beginning, would now be situated there. 2. Paul Teutuls Jr. Paul Jr. left OCC and American Chopper with a vengeance, and he established Paul Jr. Designs, a design company, in Montgomery, New York, in 2009. PJD began constructing and repairing bikes, directly competing with OCC, after serving a year as a non-compete after his expulsion from OCC. Since then, he has collaborated with Blizzard Entertainment on a web series called E-Zeroth Choppers, in which PJD designed motorbikes for the well-known video game World of Warcraft in 2014. Additionally, PJD constructed 2 bikes for the 2016 Paramount Pictures film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of Shadows. In addition to maintaining an active career in motorcycling, Paul Jr. founded PJD Electric, a company that manufactures electric bicycles. 3. Michael Teutuls. Paul Sr.'s youngest son, Michael "Mikey" Teutuls, lives with his wife, Paula Teutuls. Mikey assisted at the shop and joined OCC as an assistant general manager. In the episode, Mikey frequently provided comic relief and worked to keep things calm between Paul Jr. and Paul Sr. He quit OCC in order to take care of himself and rebuild his father's relationship. He checked himself into treatment due to his drinking. In addition to starting an art gallery, Mikey founded FarQ LLC, a pasta sauce company. He went back to work, lending a hand and contributing around OCC and PJD. His latest endeavor is co-hosting a weekly podcast with Al Franco in which they discuss their own lives, experiences, and the good and bad old days at OCC. 4. Vincent "Vinny" DiMartino. In order to open V-Force Customs, a motorcycle business in Rock Tavern, New York, Vinny departed OCC in 2007. He said that there was no potential for growth in the show and that the only way he could achieve his goals of owning his own store someday was to go out on his own. He continued to serve as an outside consultant for Paul Jr. on a variety of initiatives and specific challenges pertaining to PJD because they had been friends since boyhood. While still managing V-Force Customs, he joined PJD in 2010 and made an appearance in American Chopper, Sr. vs. Jr. After that, Vincent shuttered V-Force Customs and left the motorcycle industry. In 2013, he founded DiMartino Motorsports, a vehicle and truck repair business located in Walden, New York. 5. Rick Petco. Rick Petco remained cordial with Paul Sr. and Jr. even after the separation of the core OCC partnership. But Rick remained at OCC and carried on working with Paul Sr. after Paul Jr. In 2012, he invited the two Teutuls to his wedding. Fortunately for Rick, fixing motorcycles wasn't his first love. He had always been a metalworker at heart, something he pursued after leaving American Choppers in high school. He currently operates a small forge, RPD & Company, out of his house and serves as the principal fabricator for Pocono Mountain Harley-Davidson. Using that forge, he not only works closely with the one and only Damasteel firm, but also makes distinctive knives and wedding rings. His love for motorcycles continues to shine, which is clear to anyone, if you ever visit his Facebook page, where he could be seeing racing vintage motorcycles on everything from sand to dirt. 6. Cody Connolly. When Cody arrived at OCC as an intern at the age of 14, he quickly won over the fans. Even though he lacked experience, his co-stars and viewers were extremely amazed with his exceptional abilities. Teutuls and the firm paid for him to attend the American Motorcycle Institute when he graduated from high school. Cody left OCC in 2007 to work at V-Force Customs with Vinny DiMartino. He sued Paul Teutuls Sr. and Orange County Choppers, alleging he was not appropriately paid for utilizing his work and reputation long after he left the firm. Although the charges were withdrawn and the matter was settled, their professional relationship remained strained. Still, Cody briefly went back to work at PJD with Paul Jr. He currently works away from motorcycles at a utility company and avoids all social media connections with fans and the public in general. 7. Mike Rowe. Although Mike Rowe's time on the American Choppers set may not have been his first job, it certainly wasn't his last, based on the remainder of his career. He went on to work on the sets of several other series, including Dirty Jobs, Deadliest Catch, Ghost Hunters, and Returning the Favor, after departing the show in 2010 as the narrator. In addition to having his own whiskey and being a well-known advocate for trade vocations, he just produced a TV show called The Story Behind the Story, which was based on his own podcast. He has won several honors throughout his life, including the Boy Scouts of America's Distinguished Eagle Scout Award. He presently lives in San Francisco. 8. Jason Pohl. Designer Jason Pohl had considered enlisting in the Marine Corps when he started his career goals in high school. But after being awarded a scholarship, he chose to pursue a bachelor's degree in fine arts instead. He then started creating video games, one of which being a pinball game with drawings of helicopters that were licensed by OCC. Paul Teutuls Sr. took him onto the set to design actual motorcycles after being deeply impressed. Jason works as a brand advocate for SolidWorks and as a freelance industrial designer these days.